that means it's a video right here on the former home of the Gilmore Chronicles, now known as the Shadow Slayer. And I'd like to welcome you all once again inside the Shadow Slayer. This is episode number 37 of the Shadow Slayer series. Thank you all for watching. My name is Peter Gilmore, your gracious host, your sexy beast, and your tribal god of extreme. And the ladies' wet dream come true. But it is what. But thank you all for watching. Once again, I'm Peter Gilmore, your gracious host. Thank you all for watching. Make sure you like the video and hit that subscribe button down below in the comment section, otherwise known as my pants. And like I said, hit that like button, stick it straight up to you know what. And follow me on social media, Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram if you dare. And share the video all over the internet. Don't forget to tap and slap that bell. Basically treat it like it's your bitch. Or, in this case, the New York Yankees and the Atlanta Braves. But hit that bell, turn on all notifications so you don't miss a goddamn thing. And if you do, well, too bad. Too bad, you missed out. And you're going to have to tell your friends, hey, where's Peter Gilmore's new video? I don't know. I didn't hit the bell. But you got to hit that bell, turn on all notifications so you don't miss anything. And if you do, well, like I said, too bad. Because you're going to have to unsubscribe and resubscribe again, hit the bell again, turn on all notifications again, and hopefully YouTube will send out my videos. If not, then, well, don't blame me. Blame YouTube, blame Susan, that fucking cunt, and her team of monkeys that can't run a website correctly. But it is what it is. Hopefully there'll be changes coming in 2023. Hopefully good changes, not the same old shit every goddamn year. But we'll see. We'll see. Because a lot of people are going to be leaving in leaving soon anyway. Myself included. Not anytime soon, but soon. But that's all I gotta say about that. And we'll move on from there. That's it. All right. On this late Saturday night, October the 15th, 2022, right at the midpoint of October, 2 weeks away from Halloween. That should be fun. Where people dress up and the trolls just dress up as themselves. Or just dress up as a bunch of idiots. Or actually they dress up like themselves. Assholes. Or in some cases, dolphins and rats and people that are on meth and all that shit. Or just, complete buffoons. But I digress. And we'll move on from it. So, 2 weeks away from Halloween, I care less. I'd rather wait for a real holiday like Thanksgiving, which is a month away. Actually, not even a month. Really, about a month. So about 4 or 5 weeks away from Thanksgiving. And in about 8 and 9 weeks, it'd be the greatest day in the world, which is my birthday. So, and my birthday, and my good friend, let me cue my stuff from Motorhead. Walk out with your cookout. All right. And of course, can't forget the Lord Jesus Christ. So, that's why it is the best day in the world. And that's that. And we'll move on from there. So, just take every day as it comes, and we'll get to Thanksgiving, and we'll get to the greatest day in the world, and then Christmas, and then New Year's, and then we'll be talking about 2023 and what everybody's going to be doing, and New Year's resolutions and craziness that's going to be happening over the next really 2 months. But we'll get there when we get there, and that's all I got to say about that. But anyway, on this late Saturday night, like I said, October the 15th, 2022, or if you're watching on the replay, October the 16th, 2022, on the Shadow Slayer, episode number 37, as the title below says, we got a lot to talk about. We're just gonna do an open forum type stream. We're just gonna talk about whatever the fuck we want. Not too long. So chat room's wide open like this guy's legs if you want to randomly chat about the shit. And if not, well, get the fuck out and go to bed. But some people just don't know how to go to bed because, they stay up late jerking off to me when I'm on late at night. But it is what it is. That's all I can say about that. But anyway, all right, so as the title below says, first of all, we're going to talk about the Major League Baseball playoffs. That some pretty interesting games today. Talk a little bit about football tomorrow. Talk some wrestling, some news articles of the day, and kind of give a recap of the week in wrestling and get you ready for this coming week in wrestling. I got a lot of stuff coming this coming week and going to the next weekend with and we actually have a pay-per-view next weekend, and that's Halloween Havoc. So NXT. So got that. And we're also gonna do a little bit of music news. I wish Prince was watching, but I don't know if he is. Probably sleep. But he actually gave me an interesting topic to talk about. We're going music and movies, and also we'll be talking about Halloween Ends and how bad it was. But we'll get to that in a little bit. Let's get to one topic at a time. So, first topic on the docket is the Major League Baseball playoffs, the division series in both leagues. Well, let's go to the National League. And right now there's one team left, basically two teams left in the National League division series, and that is the Dodgers and the Padres, who had Game 4 of their series tonight. And from what I've been reading on Twitter, the cheater, Musgrove, with the stupid ear thing that, he cheated, got lit up tonight in San Diego. So, let me just check the score just in case, something check that out. See what happens. Maybe they, it is. All right, it's still going on, by the way. It's 12:44 at night. The game is still on in San Diego. Game 4 of the National League Division Series. The Padres are up 2-1. We're about to be tied because the Dodgers are up 3-0, top of the 7th inning in San Diego. So that series is going to go 5, most likely, unless the Padres come back in the next 3 innings. So we'll have to see what happens. Probably by the time this video ends, maybe the game will be over, but we'll see what happens with that. But 3-0 Dodgers, top of the 7th. And if it holds up, Game 5 will be tomorrow in LA. And the winner of that series will face the shocking Philadelphia Filthies, who, when did you wake up, guys? They took on the Braves in Game 4 of their series today in Philly, and I'm happy to say that the Atlanta Braves are, the Atlanta Braves got big slapped today, 8-3 by the Phillies. The Phillies, they lost the first game, then took the next 3. And just bad defense by the Braves. I don't know why Acuna was even right in center field. Because it was an inside the park home run today. And just the Phillies just are red hot right now. But they won today. They won the series 3-1. They move on to the championship series for the first time since 2010. Very long time there, dude. But yeah, so I'd like to take this time and say I have a message to JD. Jerry, and to all you Braves fans out there, I have one thing to say. I love it. 101 wins. 101 wins, and you gotta. Basically, you stole the NL East title from the Mets, and what happens? You're out. You are out. Bye-bye. 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 Get out of here. See you on the golf course tomorrow at 10 o'clock. That's tea time. So the Braves are out. So the reigning, defending, wannabe, fake world champions, because they bought that title last year. So the defending champs are gone. So for the 22nd year in a row, there will not be a repeat champion. 22 years in a row since basically 2000. Because after the Yankees won, they didn't win in 2001. We don't know that series. Oh yes, we do. Arizona coming back and winning that series in 7 games. When Arizona was actually good, with Randy Johnson and Kurt Schilling and the no, that wasn't that series. He was on Boston with a bloody sock. But yeah, that was like right after 9/11 and everything. When baseball came back, and then the Yankees just won everything with the World Series. Trying to, I believe they were about the 3-peat or 4-peat, I think, because they were a dynasty back then. The Sarah User Jeter and Paul O'Neill and guys like that. When the Yankees were actually good, but not so much now. So we got that. So we're gonna get a new champion this year. It could be the Houston Astros, who moved on to the ALCS tonight in a very long 6.5, almost 7-hour game that went 18 goddamn innings, and finally Jose Pena hit a bomb of a home run. So the Astros made Seattle cleaned up Seattle. It's really clean in Seattle because they got swept. So the Astros right now are in the championship series again. And they got a couple of days off to rest their starters and the rest of the team. So they're going to have their best pitcher on the mound game 1. And whoever wins the Yankees and Guardians series, which could end tomorrow or Monday, their best pitchers are not going to be on the mound. They're going to have like their maybe the second or third best pitcher against a well-rested Houston Astros team. And it is what it is. So I got that. So bye-bye Braves, and maybe by tomorrow, bye-bye Yankees, because the Yankees did a good old-fashioned they did a good old-fashioned choke job tonight. They were up 5-3 in the 9th. And they brought in who was the pitcher on the mound? They brought in Peralta, who comes in and believe he gave up a single. Then another guy gets a single, so it's first and third. And then they got then another guy I think got out. Then there was like five singles in that whole inning. And then our good friend ex-Met Ahmed Rosario hits a single to make it 5-4 with first and second, right? Then the next guy comes up. I think it was Jose Ramirez. He hits like a bank shot to basically load the bases. Then the next guy struck out. And then Oscar Gonzalez, remember that name? He beat the Rays in 15 in the wildcard round to get to the division series, but he does it again. He had a 1-2 count, And before that, the Yankees brought in, I forgot his first name, but Schmidt, not Mike Schmidt, the former legendary Philadelphia Phillies player. They bring in this guy Schmidt. I have no idea who he is. Probably some minor league bitch. Who cares? He comes in and basically strikes out the first guy. Then he gets 1 and 2 on Oscar Gonzalez. And then he throws a pretty nasty pitch. And Gonzalez just got enough wood on it. Line drive, base hit to center field. Scoring the guy, Ramirez, who was on third. And then Ahmed Rosario, who was on second. Just like spin around like he was like Speedy Gonzalez. And the Guardians win 6-5. Go up 2-1 over the Yankees. And every Yankee fan wants to like jump off a bridge right now. Or just go jump off a bridge. If you're a Yankee fan, well, yeah. Not literally, but if you're a Yankee fan, you want to. But I digress. But that's all I gotta say about that. I'm not condoning suicide or anything like that. But if you're a Yankee fan, you might want to commit suicide right now. Because, they lose and tomorrow, really, it's not a bad loss. It's a bad loss for the Yankees. But now, if they win the series on Monday in that shithole construction site known as Yankee Stadium, if they go to Houston on, I think the championship series starts on Wednesday, because that's on TBS. That's why Dynamite ate on Wednesday night. So the championship series in Houston for Game 1, they're going to have maybe Luis Severino pitching Game 1 against the Astros ace, basically. And I don't think the Yankees want to face the Astros again, because we all know what happened the last couple of years. Get out of here. Spanish Archer, get out of here. You're done. But you got Garrett Cole on the mound tomorrow. I don't even know what time that game is. I think it's sometime in the afternoon or evening. So it's Garrett Cole against what's his name? I can't think of his name. I think it's the Cleveland Guardians ace. So it's basically a rematch of Game 1, where the Yankees where he beat the crap out of the Cleveland Guardians 7-3 at Yankee Stadium. So the Yankees have, their best pitchers on the mound, but, we all know Garrett Cole's not a clutch pitcher at times. So we'll have to see what happens with that. If he can pitch gem tomorrow and the Yankees don't choke tomorrow with their bullpen, because they don't have a great bullpen at all. I mean, and Yankee fans are like screaming on talk radio right now. They're screaming on Twitter and on YouTube. They are screaming at Aaron Baboon. And I have to say to Baboon, what were you thinking bringing in some guy named Schmidt when you had Clay Holmes, who is your closer? You don't have Chapman because Chapman was a dumbass and didn't even show up to practice. And he just cut him from the playoff roster. What could have been if Chapman would have stayed? I think the Yankees would have won this game. Still, this is why a lot of Yankee fans want Aaron Boone. Bye-bye. So long. Farewell. And he will get fired if the Yankees lose the series, or if they don't get to, at least they win the World Series. Aaron Boone is gone. He is done. Bye. And Cashman, Brian Cashman, he's gone too. He is definitely gone. And I don't know what Hal Steinbrenner and those idiots that own that fucking disgusting fucking team are going to do in the offseason. That they have to sign Judge. They let Judge walk. Forget it. They're done. He's just going to be basically a freaking minor league team, just with a couple of good pitchers, Cole and Nestor Cortez, and that's it. But Hal Steinbrenner is going to open up his big fat paycheck and give a whole ton of money to Judge, give a whole ton of money. Excuse me. whole ton of money to all the other big free agents that are going to be in the free agent market. Possibly the Grom, the GOAT. But hopefully he don't say, I'm going to stay in New York, but I'm going to pitch for the Yankees because they can actually win and give me runs because of that lineup. So, I mean, judging what you say is, and if they get the Grom, that hurts. But I think the Grom's going to stay in New York. But that's just me. I don't know. We'll see come November, December, and January. I mean, he does have a club option for next year, so. But I would rather give him a new contract extension for at least 3-4 years. He'll finish his career in New York, which he really wants to do. And that's that. But the Mets have some other people they got to re-sign, like Edwin Diaz, Nimmo, and really get another bat. But they're going to make a run at Judge. I don't know how Uncle Stevie Cohen is going to, how much money he's going to give Judge, and he's going to, you know, with the luxury tax, he's going to like go up to like $200 million and shit. But Judge is going to get at least $500 million. He's going to get $500 million at least for at least 7 to 10 years. I don't know if you know, Stevie Cohen's going to give another guy a 10-year contract like he gave Lindor, and he's going to be in year 3 next year. But the Mets really need a DH, so if they get Judge, he can be a DH, but you know he wants to play every day, so he has to play center field. And then, well, what do you do with Nimmo? I hate to see him go, but he wants to come back. So I think if they get Judge, maybe if they get Judge, I think Nimmo's days are over as a Met. Unless they say, hey, Judge, you want to be a DH? You don't want to be a DH. You don't want to sit on the bench and, you know, chew his bubble gum and, you know, shoot up his steroids before he gets the bat. He hit a home run tonight. Yeah, after striking out 9 times, you hit a bomb because the guy threw it right down the fucking middle. That's what happens. You throw it in the middle, and you got a guy like Judge who's standing at the plate. Bing! Not even steroids needed for that. So yeah, so Judgy Wudgy hit a home run, Cabrera hit a home run, and then Harrison Bader, not Masturbator, maybe his dad's name is Masturbator, I don't know. But yeah, he hit a home run, making it 5-3, but the Yankees bullpen collapsed. Kind of like the Mets did half of this year, but you know, near the end, but not the bullpen, but just the team. And the Yankees choked, and now it's a do-or-die game tomorrow in Cleveland, Game 4. Garrett Cole against the guy who picked Game 1 for the Guardians, and we'll see what happens. If the Yankees lose, I will be very happy. But this is the Yankees we're talking about. I mean, come on. You really think the Yankees are going to lose an elimination game? They have before in, you know, clutch games like Game 7s and Game 6s and stuff like that. But I mean, you got, like I said, the best 2 pitchers on their team going tomorrow and Monday. And if their bats can wake up like they did tonight, even though they got 5 sinking hits, and 3 of them were home runs, but they gave off 15 hits to the Guardians. 13 of them were singles. 2 of them were doubles. They played small ball and they beat a power team, basically. Because the Yankees are all about power. But we'll have to see tomorrow. That's that. So to the Atlanta Braves, ha ha! JD, ha ha! I bet you're raging right now. You're pulling whatever hair you have left on that bald head of yours. Probably throwing things. Don't throw you a cat, though, because that's the only girl that you actually pussy you have. But he probably broke his computers. He probably broke a whole bunch of shit in his house. I don't know. Probably everybody in Atlanta broke their TVs. Probably went to the Waffle House and caused a riot. So I didn't get my maple syrup, bitch. Fuck. but it is what it is. Not that I ever would go to Atlanta and go to a Waffle House, but I try it out just to go, just for nostalgia reasons. I gotta go to. I'm going to Atlanta, but I'm not gonna see the Braves. I'm not gonna see the Hawks. I'm just gonna go there and go to the Waffle House. Give me some nice Belgian waffles with a side order of scrambled eggs, and as always, when you go down south, you gotta have that bacon baby, like Dusty Rhodes, the bacon cream baby. I love the bacon baby, baby. High time with the bacon baby. So, that. So yeah, so not so good in Atlanta tonight. And how's it feel? How's it feel, Atlanta, to know that your fan base, which is a bunch of racist fucks, by the way, gave the Mets fucking adjective and fucking fits this whole year on Twitter and basically on Twitter and on YouTube, basically ripping the Mets trying to rip the Mets a new one. Then you have bitches like Wilson Contreras, not the one for the Cubs, the catcher for the Braves, comes out to Narco, which was used by basically the best closer in the game, freaking Edwin Diaz. So every time Contreras come up against the Mets, they play Narco. In Atlanta. And then when Diaz comes in, they don't even play Narco because it's Atlanta. A shit town with a shit team. And look where you are now. You're playing golf with us now tomorrow at 10 a.m. Overrated bums they are. Their fan base is garbage. They're fucking losers. Kind of like the Yankees, but their fan base is just a bunch of freaking retards. That fan base is horrible. They are classless bitches. You don't see, they fight amongst each other in the stands. They just act stupid online. You see Met fans do that? Certain Met fans, like the fake Met fans, they want to be Met fans. But the longtime diehard Met fans, we don't do that shit. We're Christian fans. Right on. Diehard Met fans don't do that shit. We stay with the team through thick and thin. As much as we choked the National League East this year with 6 games left, basically. We choked it, and then we beat the Nationals, and then we tied with the Braves for the NL East. But that series in Atlanta fucking killed it. One game they could have won. One game they had to win. We're gonna be talking about the Braves losing in the division series, or the Mets losing in the wild card. We talk about the Mets getting ready to face the Phillies possibly in the NLCS. Or NLDS, I should say. We talk about the Braves, the Mets and Phillies going at it. And you know how the Met fans hate the Phillies. The Phillies fans hate everybody, basically. They even hate themselves. But it is what it is. That's it. So, Atlanta, go fuck yourselves. Goodbye. Take your racist shit and your mocking and all the crap you do on Twitter. Go fuck yourselves. And just remember to shine up those golf clubs tomorrow. Because tea time is at 10 o'clock. And that's pretty much it. And hopefully after tomorrow night, the Yankees will be joining us on the golf course. Hopefully, but we'll see. We'll see. But the Yankees lose. It's going to be, well, basically, if the Dodgers win tomorrow in Game 5, and then they win the championship series against the Phillies, we're going to see Astros-Dodgers in the World Series. I think that's going to be a good World Series, though. Amazing freaking juggernaut like the Dodgers with that lineup they have against the Astros, who have a pretty good lineup and pretty decent pitching. That's, I think, going to go at least 6 or 7. But we'll see what happens when we get there. But it's going to be an interesting day tomorrow. 2 Game 5s. Added to that, we got football tomorrow. Week 6 in the NFL in the league where they play. Full pay. We got that. We got the Giants and the Baltimore Ravens. You know, Tacos Ravens tomorrow at MetLife Stadium at 1 o'clock. That game is on Channel 2. And at the same time, in Green Bay, Wisconsin. No, not Mr. Kennedy. Mr. Anderson. The Jets play the Packers in Green Bay. And the Packers coming off that really tough loss in London to the Giants. And see what happens with that. They can beat a pretty damn good Jet team. Not the sad Jets this year, but coming in at 3-2 against the same record as the Packers in Green Bay. And we'll see if the Jets defense can actually give Aaron Rodgers some fits and pull off the impossible, winning in Green Bay. They have done it before a few years ago. But can they do it again this time? I don't think so. I think the Packers are going to come back. They're going to be pissed off. I think it's going to beat the fucking shit out of the Jets. But then again, you never know in this wacky world of the NFL. But that's it. As far as the Giants go, they're playing the Ravens who, they won on Sunday Night Football. Taco's all happy and shit. But this week, he probably will be raging. Because I think the Giants are going to win this game tomorrow. Go to 5-1. Shockingly, it'll be 5-1. So, if they win tomorrow, and then the rest of the season they collapse, they can see the Giants in the playoffs. But are they going to go anywhere? No. Okay. So we got that. So we'll see. We'll see what happens with that. As far as the San Francisco 49ers, they play at the same time, 1 o'clock in Atlanta. The first place 49ers at 3-2. See what happens with them tomorrow. If Jimmy G has another great game, and 40 points last week against the crappy Carolina Panthers. It's going to be a tough game because, Atlanta's always a tough game. But over the years with the Niners, of course, especially with the playoffs sometimes. But, not the same team as they used to be, even though they still got Matt Ryan, Matty Ice. You should freaking retire along with Rodgers. But we know Brady's retiring after this year, win or lose. But we'll see. So look at that. So the Niners play at 1 o'clock tomorrow. I have to watch the game on the good old 49ers app on the desktop. So because I have to watch the Giants and the Jets on the rich man's picture-in-picture. So I gotta watch 3 games. I could flip it and flip between the games and watch the Niners game on Red Zone, but I'd rather not. But if I had an extra TV in my room right over here, if I put it over here or in the other room over there, then I can watch 3 games at the same goddamn time. But I have to watch the Giants and Jets at the same time. Then I gotta watch the Niners at the same time. And then after that, I'm going to dinner with my parents, and that's it. So that's pretty much it for that. So it'll be an interesting Sunday, football Sunday. Then we got the Sunday night game is going to be pretty damn good. Those Cowboys. How about them Cowboys against basically the 5-0 Philadelphia Eagles? So that should be a pretty damn good game between. So far 2 pretty good teams. Dallas is 4-1. Even without Dak Prescott, we don't know when he's coming back. Probably another a couple of weeks with that injury he has. And we'll see what happens with all that. All right, so that ends the my sports part of the show. All right, well, let's get to something interesting. Now I was talking to Prince Idol, my good buddy Prince Idol, about some things. some interesting things regarding the end of the year, but we won't. I won't talk about that to the end of the year. Um, and well, besides that, he brought up an interesting topic to me, and I wish he was watching, but he probably will be. I'll send him the video tomorrow when I get up, because it's 12 at night. He's probably sleeping right now. But in any event, he brought up an interesting topic today. We're talking about movies and stuff like that. We talked about Halloween Ends and stuff, how bad it was. So we were talking about, different 80s movies like The Lost Boys and stuff like that. But then we started talking about the ever popular Crow movies. The first one with Brandon Lee, and then the second and third one were not really that good. So we were talking about that, and Prince brought up that he would like to see The Crow get rebooted, which I think they should do. And we were talking about, well, who would play, The Crow, who would be the Brandon Lee, not the other one, not the guy that took over for Brandon after he died during the shooting of the first one. So we're talking about it, and I say, well, I don't know who can be like a Brandon Lee. I don't know who they can get, really. So Prince brought up a couple of people that could play the Crow. One of them is Johnny Depp, but would we really like to see like an old Johnny Depp is like what 50 some odd years old, I think. Would he be able to pull off the Crow? I don't think so, but I would think if they're gonna do a reboot, I'd rather have a young actor play the Crow. Like Brandon Lee was a young guy, and then he died suddenly and everything. So you have to have a young guy. So I don't know who they can get. So Johnny Depp might not be a good choice. Then he brings up Marilyn Manson, our good friend Manson. So I'm like, really, dude? Marilyn Manson as the Crow? Maybe like 20 years ago when he first came out, the Antichrist Superstar Manson, not the drugged up Manson who beats up women and shit. Or accused, not allegedly. With Mose McGowan and like shit. I don't want to get started with that. But what would you guys think? Do you think Marilyn Manson would be a good fit to play the Crow? I don't think so. I really don't. He has that demeanor and that character, He could play like a dark character. I mean, he's dark anyway, so. But, yeah, I can't even picture Marilyn Manson, of all people, being the Crow. I can't see that. It has to be, like I said, I think it's going to be a young guy. I don't know who they can even get. It has to be like a 20, 30-year-old actor. A good actor. Not Robert Pattinson or even what's his name? No, Potter. The guy who plays Harry Potter. I should say plays Harry Potter and a very good Weird Al. Oh yes, I can't wait. It's not even out yet, I don't think, but the Weird Al documentary I think is supposed to be on Amazon Prime. It's not on Netflix, I don't think, but yeah, Daniel Radcliffe plays Weird Al to a fucking T. Woo! I can't wait for that to come out, man. I can't wait. It's going to be amazing. And the craziness with that movie with, when they talk about Weird Al getting the blessing from Madonna for, parodying her Like a Virgin video song to what he did as Like a Surgeon. Hey! Madonna gave Weird Al her blessing to do the parody, but then in this documentary, she goes over to his house, and next thing you know, they're having a sexual relationship. That didn't happen in real life. But So I don't know what Weird Al was thinking of making that part in the documentary, because like I said, he got the blessing, but we didn't in real life, like, Madonna wouldn't be banging that guy. But just the documentary just makes it more, no pun intended, weird. Weird Al and Madonna getting it on. That's weird, you know? It's like Madonna getting it on with Marilyn Manson. Shit. But we all love Madonna. We all love Madonna here. So. And if you don't like Madonna, well, fuck you. Go listen to Justin Bieber. Another idiot that's not even singing anymore. Like, who cares about him? He's got something wrong with his face, you know. He just sucks. Let's just put it out there. Him and Celine Dion are the antichrist of music. And that's pretty much it. Madonna will always be the material girl, even if she's like, what, how old is she now? 65? And she still looks good. She still looks good. Holy crap. Even Sharon Osbourne's 70, she still looks good. Not that I'd fuck her, but, you know. Or Madonna, maybe, because, you know, she's kind of wacko. But, even, you know, same thing with you know, Sharon at times. You know, she'll be on, like, talk shows, and she'll see, like, a hot, beefy guy. She's like, can I see your witty? I'm like, what? Oh, Sharon, you're with Ozzy. You're trying to beat Betty White, you know? When Betty White was like 80, 90 years old and like wanted to fuck all these big, beefy men, you know, with big muscles and shit. I'm like, dude, who wouldn't want to bang an, you know, 80, 90-year-old Betty White? Ugh. You know, people have their fantasies. They want to bang, not MILFs, GILFs. That's GILF. Grandma I like to fuck. But, I mean, just these old women, you know, they get old. They get 70, 80 years old. They see a big, beefy guy with a, you know, with a big schlong and or, you know, big, beefy muscle. Like, I wish I was 22 years old again, Sonny. You know, God forbid something happens like that. Just nasty thinking about it, but crazy. But it is what it is. But yeah, going back to Marilyn Manson, I just can't see him being the Crow. I'd like to see the reboot, but who play the Crow? Who would play it? We don't know. But it is what it is. That's that. All right, sticking with movies. Halloween Ends came out really Thursday. It was on Peacock for free for people before the movie actually came out. Well, not yesterday, Friday. And I have to say, this is probably, next to Halloween 3, the worst Halloween movie I've ever seen. This is the 14th installment of the Halloween series. And the director that made this movie has to be fucking shot. What the fuck were you thinking, dude? We don't even see Michael for 4 minutes. 4. We see him in the sewer. I'm not going to give too much of a movie away because for you douchebags who want to go see it and not get spoiled. So I'm not one of those people, but, you know. But, I mean, this movie had really, it felt like a Season of the Witch. Just with Michael in it. At the end. Well, not even the end, but it was, like I said, at least 4 or 5 minutes. That was it. Basically, the movie was based on Laurie Strode, of course. We all know. Jamie Lee Curtis. Basing in her final Halloween movie, because this is it for her. So we're finishing the Laurie Strode saga. And we all knew she was going to die. Or so we thought. But But just the movie itself, I know some people praise this movie. I mean, you're entitled to your opinion, but my opinion matters most. Don't forget. But yeah, this movie was just like all over the place. Like, what is going on here? Where's Michael doing the whole movie? 5 minutes, which is basically near the end. We see him in the sewer. They introduce two new characters who had nothing to do with the franchise. Who are these people? I forgot their names. They just introduce these people like, oh, what's the connection to this? What the fuck? And my theory about there being a copycat Michael, basically doing a Halloween 4, basically, where after the end of Halloween 4, the little girl turns into Michael. She gets the transferred powers of Michael to her, where she picks up the knife, and then Dr. Doom's like, no! Which led to Halloween 5. Even though Michael was there, just the girl was just possessed by Michael. Then at the end, well, we don't know what happened at the end, but Michael dies. In a really stupid way, by the way. Thanks to Tommy Doyle. Fuck! But what happened to Tommy Doyle in the later movies? Done with him. So, I mean, I came into this movie with an open mind, because I knew Laurie was gonna at least die. I knew she was gonna die. Michael was supposedly gonna die, because you knew there was gonna be at least another one, because they're gonna reboot it again, just with a different story arc. Basically, with about Laurie Strode's daughters for her granddaughter. And I thought that's what I felt like coming into this movie. It was basically about the daughters. And then Laurie Strode basically saying, well, at the events of Halloween Kills, which basically this movie didn't even take half of that from this one. From Halloween Kills, I mean. I don't know. I didn't even like it. I didn't like it. And this is people saying, there's really two other bad Halloweens. Well, really three, I should say. Halloween 3, Season of the Witch, which Michael wasn't even in, had no plot, with a stupid pumpkin. Like, why you call it a Halloween movie? Why couldn't you just call it Season of the Witch? And then Halloween 4 should have been Halloween 3. Just my opinion. So Halloween 3, bad. Worst movie in the whole franchise. And the next one, people saying 6. I love 6. Resurrection was garbage. I hated Resurrection. Even though, Busta Rhymes is in it. And Tyra Banks. Trick or treat, motherfucker. Busta Rhymes, of all people, kills Michael. Go figure that one out. But I didn't really like Resurrection that much. And when it gets to the Rob Zombie movies, I hated the first one. The first one wasn't really that good. People think it's great. Like I said, it's your opinion. I hated it. Because it was supposed to be a reboot of the original movie. And in parts it was, but there's certain parts that, what is this? This didn't happen in the original. I know it's a new version, it's Rob Zombie and everything, right? But there's certain parts of the movie that are just like, this didn't happen. When Michael kills the babysitter, he takes her to basically his house. And it was supposed to be Laurie. Nope. But yeah, I didn't like number 1. Number 2 was great. Halloween 2, the Rob Zombie Halloween 2 was great. I think it was great. And then they start this new reboot. The first one was pretty damn good. The first Halloween was good. Halloween Kills was okay. Not great, but okay. But coming into this one, people like thinking this is actually the actual end of the franchise, and they lay a stinker. What the hell is what happened here? What happened? Why do we have Michael 5 minutes? Unless there's a reason behind that Michael was only in the movie for 5 minutes, just to introduce these two new characters and just get done with the Laurie Strode saga. I mean, the fight scene between Laurie and Michael near the end was okay. We all knew that was going to happen. But the way they killed Michael was kind of cheesy and dumb. I'm not going to give that away. But like I said, I mean, Michael befriends some guy in the sewer, becomes a copycat. So I thought that, they were going to actually, they were going to kill that guy. But like I said, I'm not going to give away the ending and the after credits. But I did not like this at all. And if I had to give it a rating, I would give it, at a 5-star rating, I would give it 2. Because I did not like this at all. The way they killed Michael, it just fucking retarded. He's dead. What? Just ridiculous. Not like in Halloween 5 we got electrocuted and almost blew up. Spontaneously combust! But, yeah. I mean, if you want to go see Halloween Kills, go ahead. I mean, it's up to you if you want. If you want to go see it, go see it. But you're going to be disappointed! Like I said, some people praised it. That's, like I said, you're entitled to your own opinion, but, like I said, mine matters the most. But yeah, I did not like this. And if they do a reboot, please, for the love of God, make the reboot better. Then I would doubt they're gonna like resurrect Michael the way that they killed him. I'm like, how's that gonna happen? Like I said, I think they're gonna go with the copycat theory that I had, which was in parts this movie, but so they're gonna have like a copycat Michael. Somehow go to Michael's grave and maybe pull out the mask, even though the mask is like ripped to shreds. So the copycat, copycat or a copycat will go to the grave, pick up the mask. Oh, by the way, you'll love you'll love what happens in certain near the end of the movie. With certain other two people. Hello, Michael. Get down here. Ooh. Ooh. That's not a spoiler. Or is it? Sorry. Sorry, I have a cold. But yeah, the movie I just think was retarded. I didn't like it at all. Did not like it. And we'll have to see what happens with that. There is another one. Probably won't be until 2024 or 2025, if at all they do it. But I think there will be a 15th installment to the Halloween franchise, and it'll be a new story arc. Laurie will be gone. She's done. She's mostly dead. So maybe we'll get a new Michael. We'll get they'll probably go with the granddaughters or the daughter of Laurie Strode, and it will just be different. But we'll see. We'll see what happens with that. And as far as the horror genre, if you will, it's not really anything good. People saying Terrifier 2. I haven't seen it, but I've from what people have saying, like, I hate bringing them up, but Hangman Charlie. I have no problem with Hangman Charlie or Cheating, but he's the horror guy, so he saw Terrifier 2. He said it was pretty damn good. I mean, I was listening to Chris Jericho's podcast talking about it, so I might check it out. I haven't even seen the first one, so I don't even know what's going on in the movie, what the plot is, whatever. So I might go see that. I really want to go see Smile because it's creepy. Especially when the promotion of it. Remember when the Mets were playing? They were in I believe they were in where are they playing? San Diego, I think, or I forgot. They were in Oakland, I should say. They were in Oakland, and they had that woman for like all three games of that series, just like standing behind the plate, like creeping the fuck out of everybody. I'm like, what the fuck? And they just call her Smile Girl. And then she was at the Met game in that series. She was during the Marlins series. I'm like, what the hell's going on? Is she a jinx? Pretty much. So, because the Mets just swept Oakland, they lost that one game. And then that Marlins series wasn't that good either. Well, actually, it was kind of good, but whatever. But yeah, seeing that girl was just creepy as fuck. I think the movie, from what the trailer looks freaking crazy. But, the horror genre, in my opinion, it's gotten really not so good. It hasn't been for years. I mean, you look at the franchises, like the Friday the 13th franchise. First couple movies weren't that good. Three was corny. The first one was always the good one. Second one, it was okay, good. It was pretty good, not great, but Third one, was Friday the 13th in 3D. Was But then the next couple of installments were mid. Jason Takes Manhattan, I thought was corny. Just for the reason that. How did Jason get from the boat all the way to Manhattan? And then he gets all these new powers like stealth and everything. Like, where did this come from? And the only good part of Jason Takes Manhattan is the fight scene on the rooftop. That's the only good thing when Jason just knocks the guy's head off. Bing! When he goes down in the dumpster and shit. That's the only good thing. Jason 9, the Final Friday, Jason 9, Jason Goes to Hell. Wasn't really that good until the end, where we know what happened, where Freddy Krueger comes up from the grave, his hand comes up, get down here! Which later became Freddy vs. Jason, which was good. It was okay, not great, but good. But Jason X, horrible. I hated Jason X. They picked up the remains of Jason, they dig him up, then they take him to space, and he becomes a cyborg. What? And the way he died, I mean, they open up the spaceship and he gets sucked into space and blows up. I did not. I mean, even if he actually on YouTube, he hates it too. And anybody else who hates that movie would agree with me. Jason X was garbage. And then the reboot with Jared Padalecki from Supernatural, not so good, Al. Wasn't that great? And even the Nightmare on Elm Street reboot with Kelly from the Bad News Bears playing Freddy, and basically it looked like the whole movie. It portrays Freddy as a pedophile. Who would have thought a freaking major horror villain would be portrayed as a pedophile? Go figure that one out. Movie wasn't even that good. I didn't like it at all. And the worst movie in that franchise, in the Nightmare on Elm Street franchise, is number 5. Excuse me. I hated number 5. I was like, what was the point of this? Like, Freddy's in a comic book, and he comes to life in a comic book. Like it's big Freddy. Oh, big Freddy. Stronger than a motherfucker. I'm like, what? It was alright, but I think the best one in that series, besides the first one, and then number 3 and 4, because of Dokken, of course. I love Dokken and everything. With that epic song, Dream Warriors, from, I think it was number 3. Was it number 3? 3 or 4, I think it was. Those are 3 good movies. Like I said, number 5 stinks. Number 2 is just with the possession shit. I thought it was kind of weird. And then Freddy's Dead, the final nightmare. Not that great. But the best one, I think, is Wes Craven's New Nightmare. Mwah! Where they portray Freddy in the real world. He comes from the dreams into the real world. And, with Heather Langenkamp playing that, and Wes Craven actually in the movie, I thought that was pretty damn cool. The way he looked, the new glove. Loved it. I think it's perfect. Will there ever be another one? I doubt that. I mean, Robert Englund, even though he's like 70, 80 years old, he wants to play Freddy one more time. Even if it's a cameo. Well, I can't even do a cameo, but... Or just be himself as a cameo, but... I don't know if he'll ever play Freddy again. And if they do another Freddy and they bring in, Kelly from the Bad News Bears again, I just don't think it'll be great. I just don't think. The Chucky series, first couple were pretty good. Bride of Chucky, I think, is pretty good. Seed of Chucky sucks. Cult of Chucky sucks. And now they have the TV show, which is on now. I think that's pretty damn good. The TV show is amazing. I like it. But, it's only the second season and about to hit episode number 3. So, we'll see what happens. If they're going to go another season, I would think they're going to get re-upped from season 3. But, I mean, how many fucking times is Chucky going to die and come back? I'll be back. I always come back. Like every other horror villain. Would it be Freddy, Michael, Jason, freaking Pinhead, even though now it's a girl. I like that. But I saw the new Hellraiser on... What's it on? On Hulu? I think it's on Hulu? I forget what streaming service it's on. I think it's on Hulu. It looks pretty damn good. And the girl who plays Pinhead... I mean, I saw a couple... I saw the whole thing. It is great. Some of the scenes and the kills were just... It's disgusting. Especially one scene with the Chinese girl. I don't know if it's Chinese or Japanese girl and the way that she dies. Oof. Good shit. I really wish that the horror genre would make a major comeback, and we'll see a lot of great movies like we saw in the 70s and the 80s, a little bit in the 90s with the Saw franchise, and then the Final Destination, the first couple ones, but not so much after that. Even the Saw series all the way up to number... I think really around after 4, maybe after 5, it started getting ridiculous. Saw 3D was garbage. And then the reboot with what's his name? I can't think of the guy's name. Jigsaw with Chris Rock. The actual it's not like a reboot. Not a reboot, just a continuation, I think it was. But that was pretty good. But I don't know if they'll do another Saw movie. Who knows? Or another Jigsaw Part 2. But Yeah, Texas Chainsaw Massacre original is always the best, and then the reboots they've done. Some of them are good. The Jessica Biel one was good. Then they had the new one that was on Netflix. But just the major franchises. There's some good movies. There's some bad ones, and very bad ones. But overall, the horror genre basically is now from slasher movies. We're getting ridiculous fucking demonic possession movies. It's just pathetic. I mean, every time we see a horror movie, it's demonic possession or kind of like The Exorcist, which is basically the same thing. And I get tired of that. I'm like, I don't want another demonic possession movie. Like Mama, like The Nun. Or just these ridiculous ones that come out now. Like, another one? How many times are we going to get people getting possessed by a demon? What is this, Army of the Dead? No. Not like the days in the 80s when we had, we had Friday the 13th, we had Halloween, Nightmare on Elm Street, then Hellraiser, the first two, Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Even the Scream franchise, the first couple were good, and then after it, and then the reboot, garbage. But and then Nightmare, Night of the Living Dead. Brains need more cops. That was good, and then Nightmare, Night of the Living Dead, Day of the Dead, Dawn of the Dead. Dawn of the Dead was pretty good. I like Dawn of the Dead, not Day of the Dead was. Dawn of the Dead was pretty good. Dawn of the Dead was good. Fuck behind you, Steve! But it is what it is. But just like I said, the horror franchise nowadays, you'll get one good one here and there, but it's just not the same as it was back in my day. But there's new ones that are coming out that try to be like a slasher movie, or really grossed out movie, good kills here and there. But yeah, Halloween Kills didn't even have that many good kills at all. Even the end wasn't even a good kill. It's just retarded. Dead. But it is what it is, and that's all I got to say about that. All right, so from the movies and music scene, so it was a pretty decent week in wrestling. We had the season premiere of Monday Night Raw from the Garden, coming off Extreme Rules, which was great, with the return of Bray Wyatt, in the Wyatt 6. We had that, and then we go to Monday Night Raw. We all thought that Bray Wyatt was going to be there, and he really wasn't. We saw his QR codes leading up to SmackDown. But Raw was okay. The DX reunion was kind of cheesy and stupid. With They had that. NXT was kind of bleh this week. Dynamite this past Wednesday was great with the return of what was I say? All that good shit that happened on Dynamite. And then on Rampage was actually a pretty good Rampage. With the debut of the Kingdom, Mike Bennett, Mike Kanellis Bennett, or Mike Bennett, Maria Kanellis Bennett in on Rampage and now in AEW, and our good friend, I'm Matt Taven. I guess going to be part of AEW / Ring of Honor because they're going after the Ring of Honor tag team belts because there was a exclusive interview with them with Lexi talking to them and basically saying, "Oh, if people forget that we're two-time Ring of Honor tag team champions, then." Matt Taven was like, "Oh, forget we're IWGP tag team champions as well." And then they're saying, "Well, we want the gold back." So they want the Ring of Honor and the IWGP tag team belts. So that's pretty damn good. That was kind of shocking. Well, not really shocking. I thought they were going to go to WWE because Matt Taven, especially, was on the WWE's radar. So I guess Hunter forgot to put the Infinity Stones in. Couldn't get Matt Taven. Or even Bennett and Maria Kanellis, even though they got fucked over the last time they were there. But now they're in AEW now, so Tony Khan must have given them a lot of money. I don't know, but we'll see. And also, what I forgot to mention on my Rampage review, we had a return last night of Stu Grayson, who was in the Dark Order, one half of the Super Smash Brothers with Evil Uno. So Stu Grayson made his return last night. I thought he was never gonna. He got released. I thought he was going maybe to Impact, because I don't think WWE would have done anything with him, or he just would have stayed on the indie circuit. But shocking that he came back. So now the Dark Order is kind of back in full, minus Anna Jay, of course. So now it looks like the Dark Order are back in full force. But they lost their trios title match last time, and now Preston probably gonna turn on them, and maybe join up with Jose and Roosh of the LFI. Even though if Andrade stays, we don't know what's going on with Andrade. He's a hothead. They told him to go home and bang Shoulder Flair a few more times. So I don't know what's going to happen with that. We had Matt Hardy join up with a firm, which I thought was ridiculously stupid. I was hoping that Private Party would go back to being with Matt Hardy, and Matt Hardy would maybe resurrect the Hardy family office. But I don't know. Now he's with Stokely Hathaway and Big Cass and Lee Moriarty. It just feels like a really stable now. And with MJF partly there, even though he hates Stokely Hathaway for the stuff that he's doing now. So, I don't know if they're making MJF a face. I don't think he deserves to be a face. I think he's a major heel, and I'd rather him be a heel going into his match with Moxley whenever that happens, probably a Full Gear. But we'll have to see what happens on Tuesday Night Dynamite this week, because there's no Wednesday because of baseball. And they're going head to head with NXT. So I have to see what happens with that. SmackDown did a 2.12 rating, so it went down a little bit. Don't know what Rampage did yet. Probably find out maybe tomorrow, by Monday at least. I assume maybe they went up a little bit. Last week, the live show did like 400 and some odd thousand, and then Battle of the Belts like 300,000. So hopefully Rampage went up a little bit. I'll have to see what happens with that. So it's going to be an interesting week of action. Raw Monday night, going to be very, very interesting. We had that. We got NXT, the go-home show before Halloween Havoc as of this video, this Saturday, next Saturday to you people. So we'll see what happens with that. We got Dynamite on Tuesday, nothing on Wednesday and Thursday. And then Friday night, we got SmackDown. And we'll see what happens with with that, and what happens with Bray Wyatt. Now, I like how they put the Bray Wyatt return to SmackDown. It's going to be exclusive to SmackDown. Same thing with Rey Mysterio. But the way they portrayed Bray Wyatt, now he's just like, he has a good side, and he has an evil side, like that demon character, who's saying, "Don't worry, follow me," stuff like that. But then Bray comes out as Bray Wyatt, but he kind of came out as like Wyndham Rotunda. He's like, "Thank you all for your support. You know, I didn't have anything. You know, this and that." Like very emotional promo, which had us all crying and in our feels and everything. Very good. His theme is amazing. I keep forgetting who sings that goddamn song, but it's amazing theme, amazing entrance, and I don't know what they're going to be doing with the Wyatt Six, but they did announce a name of one of the members of the Wyatt Six. They patented a new name of Uncle Howdy, or Uncle Howie, I think. Howdy or Howie. I think another name escapes me, but so we got that. So as far as the other members of the Wyatt Six, you know, who's going to play these real life characters? Ramblin' Rabbit's probably Bo Dallas. Mercy the Vulture is Grayson Waller, I think. I doubt it's gonna be fucking Happy Corbin. If it is, I'm gonna be really fucking upset. Because if you saw at Extreme Rules when they showed Mercy the Vulture, he was in a Hawaiian shirt, and if you look at Grayson Waller over the last month or so, especially this Tuesday, he was wearing a Hawaiian shirt or a type of Hawaiian shirt. So. And he looks skinny, so he's not that tall either. Like, because, you know, Corbin's like 6 feet something. Grayson Waller's like around 6 feet-ish. And the guy is skinny. The Mercy the Vulture character is skinny, so I'm like, yeah, it's Grayson Waller. And people are saying Dexter, but it could be not, but I don't know. I think Mercy the Vulture is Grayson Waller. Oh, I did it. Grayson Waller. The Fiend, I have no idea who's going to be playing the Fiend character. People saying Damian Priest. Didn't really look like Damian Priest he came out and everything. As far as Abigail goes, it's a former women's champion, so I'm thinking it could be Liv Morgan. It could be Alexa Bliss. And the only other person I think it could be is Nikki Ashhole. So it's one of the three. We'll have to see what happens with that. And then we got Bray Wyatt, and then we got that demon who is going to be called Uncle Howdy. When Bray Wyatt's going to play that character, so he's doing another two characters again. Then again, you could do a Three Faces of Foley. You could be Bray Wyatt, Uncle Howdy, that new mask thing guy, the demon. I'm calling him the demon. So we got Bray Wyatt, the demon Bray Wyatt. Then we got the Fiend. So we got a Three Faces of Foley type of thing. But like I said, I think Bray will just play those two parts, and then the Fiend will just be a different person altogether. Who? Like I said, I don't know. But Husky is definitely gonna be Joe Gacy, I think. And Randall Rabbit, I assume is gonna be Bo Dallas. Now, with like I said, with Mercy and Abby, that's a toss-up. Who it could be? I'm personally thinking it's Grayson and possibly Liv Morgan or Nikki Ashhole, maybe Lexi, but we'll have to see. Because really, Lexi's like semi-good, semi-bad goddess character gimmick. It's not working at all. You know, she had a main event match with EO. We all know about that, with JD and his stupidity. His ego just goes off the wall. And he gets humiliated again by the IWC. Because there is no YWC. But, so we'll have to see what happens with that. And, that's it. And that's it. So next week is going to be an interesting week. No wrestling on Wednesday and Thursday. And then we got SmackDown on Rampage Friday. Then we got Halloween Havoc next Saturday night. And then that's pretty much it. As after that, we get ready for Crown Jewel 4, November the 5th in Saudi Arabia. Then we got NWA Hard Times, I think on the 12th, even though, that's that. Then the 19th will be Full Gear from the Prudential Center, New Jersey. Then the week after that, to end November, we got the Survivor Series in Boston, Massachusetts. And then really nothing December besides Winter is coming, was it 3 or 4? That's December the 14th, I believe. December the 21st, they got AEW is going to be in San Antonio. And then they probably, I don't know when they're going to end the year at. For New Year's Bash. And then when we get to 2023, the January the 4th show will be in Seattle for their debut. And then, that's pretty much be it. So it's going to be interesting to see what happens over the next 2 months with AEW and NXT and Raw and SmackDown. And then if you think about it, Impact. But and New Japan, of course, they got Autumn Battle coming up in November, which I think is the last show before the Tokyo Dome, Wrestle Kingdom 17, which should be damn fucking good. Like all the Wrestle Kingdoms have, well, some of them have been damn good, some of them not so much. I think Wrestle Kingdom 16 this past year was decent, not great, pretty decent, but I think Wrestle Kingdom 17 is going to be damn good. I mean, Okada and Jay White, again, price is going to be great for the price for admission. Fatal 4-Way for the Junior Heavyweight Championship is going to be good. Taiji Ishimori defending against Hiromu Takahashi and Master Wato, and I forget the other guy who was in that match. So that should be pretty damn good. And we'll see what else happens with that. We're going to get a new never openweight champion because I think Machine Gun Carl Anderson is going to lose the belt to Julio on November the 5th. I think it's November the 5th. So we got that. They're going to crown a new, our first inaugural women's champion. We don't know who that could possibly be. Maybe be Julia, maybe be Kyrie. Who knows? I don't even know who's in the tournament. They're also going to crown inaugural television champion, and the belt looks hideous. I don't know who's going to win that tournament. It's supposed to start pretty soon. I think it ends at the end of November. So we'll see what happens with that. So New Japan's doing some good shit, as always. Because they're basically the number one promotion in the world. People think it's WWE. It's not. AEW is like number 2. WWE, I think, is number 3. Flip-flop. I think AEW is number 1 in America. Not in the major promotions, but number 1 in America, number 1 in your scorecard. And number 1 in your heart. But that's pretty much it. Alright. Alright, so we're going to get into the end of the show, and gonna run down some of the news stories that are out as of right now, and that's pretty much it. All right, so here we go. This is coming from Ringside News, the Bible of all wrestling talk. This besides the photos of different people like Tenio Dashwood, and that's pretty much it. All right. So first story on the docket, Rob Gronkowski, Gronk, announces return to NFL TV. Well, he's not going to play because he's retired. But yeah, Gronk's going to be back in the NFL, but I think as an analyst. He's going to be on the NFL on Fox tomorrow. Now I don't know the 11 o'clock show, the actual 12 o'clock show with Kurt Menefee and Terry Bradshaw, Michael Strahan, Jimmy Johnson, and Howie Long. I think he'd probably be on that show. So he'll probably be an extra analyst or analyst. But yeah, that is what it is. So he's going to be on the kickoff show and on NFL, Fox NFL Sunday. So who you want to see Gronk? Go watch it. I personally don't give two shits. But yeah, Gronk's back in the NFL. Good for him. All right, got a story about the Heartbreak Kid, Shawn Michaels. I fucked a goat, but I didn't need Janetti. Janetti tried to jump out the window to escape. Are you blind? Will you stop, Heenan? Anyway, Shawn Michaels and Team Triple H are doing things in WWE that Vince McMahon did back in the 90s, not the early 90s, the Attitude Era. Not the New Generation Era from 90 to basically 96. So we got that. Shawn Michaels appeared on the latest edition of After the Bell with Corey Slave, where he spoke about how he's changing the wrestling business along with Hunter. So he says, I'll be honest, a lot of it is bringing back some people that I felt I was going to miss, kind of like the old NXT guys, that I had a joy working with here that I believe are talented and can contribute to the WWE. That's been one of the biggest things. The other thing is the excitement about moving forward. That's why they got rid of the 2.0 shit. Thank the Lord. He says, morale, you can't beat that. But it is what it is. He's trying his best right now. It's really Hunter's baby, and Hunter just like, hey, Shawn, you want this? Okay. But they, as soon as Vince took the reins and with Bruce Pritchard and made it 2.0, it just was ridiculous. For that 1 year, horrible. But now the Black and Gold brand is coming back. Takeovers are coming back. And we all know takeovers have been, in the past, pretty damn fucking good. And when they had a great roster. I mean, they have a decent roster right now, but we'll see what happens with that. Michaels added that he and Hunter are doing things that Vince McMahon did with talent back in the 90s. He went on to praise Vince for being a fantastic boss, so you think, and also credited him for teaching them the wrestling business. So please, learn from the old man. He's also said Hunter and I are actually doing all the things that Vince did with us back in the 90s during the Attitude Era and shit. He was there, he was fun, he was basically hands-on. He was all the things that I think people enjoy about us. That's where we learned it from, to be perfectly honest. He was a fantastic boss, great deal, wanted to be around, wanted to teach, wanted to share. He was ever so passionate about the business. Well, that's a given. I like the business, because I'm Vincent Kennedy McMahon. And if you don't like me, you're fired. Pretty much. Good guy, a freaking, he's gonna be in the Hall of Fame maybe next year. But if there was no Vince McMahon, we wouldn't be talking about professional wrestling right now. It's like if there was no Hulk Hogan, there would be no WWF. And I guess if there was no guys like John Cena or Roman, Hunter, Shawn, DX, there would be no WWE. No, there would be no Ruthless Aggression Era. There would be no Attitude Era. It's like guys like Stone Cold, The Rock, Undertaker, the GOAT of all goats, Jericho, Eddie Guerrero, Brock Lesnar, guys like that. There would be no Attitude Era, no Ruthless Aggression Era. There probably wouldn't be even ECW. Without Hogan, WCW wouldn't have been as great as it was with the NWO until all the way up until 1999. 2000 it just died after that with Russo, and then the whole AOL Time Warner shit, basically just killed WCW, and then Vince owned it. Well, should I say Vince? Vince took it over, but Shane's name was on the contract. There would be no invasion without Vince McMahon, basically, and other people like Hogan, Savage, shit like that. So Hunter and Triple H are kind of bringing back some elements of the Attitude Era, which is great. I wish they brought back blood, but we'll never see blood, like people bleeding all over the place ever again. It's not needed. That's why you're still going to be a PG product. You'll never go to TV 14. We had hopes, but then no. Anyway, all right. Our next story: Trent Beretta. Trent Beretta never worked directly with Vince McMahon while he was in the WWE. I didn't even know he was in the WWE at the time. Oh yes, he was. I hardly remember him, but yeah, he was there. But he never got like advice from Vince or anything. He was just there. That's pretty much it. Let me move on. The Nature Boy, Ric Flair, was spotted hanging out with Soulja Boy at a sneaker con. Soulja Boy still relevant? Soulja Boy, Superman that hole. Do that Soulja Boy, crack the Soulja Boy. One hit wonder that guy was. Fuck him. Okay. All right. Dominic or Dom is replacing Ray at an advertised event. Because now Ray is now with SmackDown. And I like how Rhea Ripley went on Twitter and started trolling him something. Nah, hey, goodbye. On Twitter to him. That's funny. So Eddie Guerrero is my son, ese pero. So, according to PW Insider, Ray has been pulled from an advertised appearance at the Cricket Wireless store in Oklahoma City this Monday. His replacement is none other than his son, Dominic. So, Dominic bragged about all that. He bragged about replacing his dad on Twitter. He said that a real man needs to show up. Damn, Dom, you really hate your fake dad. Because we all know, Dom, you really know who your dad is, right? You know who he is. We all know who his poppy is, not Rhea Ripley. That's his mommy. His real poppy is Eddie Guerrero, ese pero. Latino heat. I teach Dom how to lie, cheat, and steal like me. He's doing it very good. Now all he needs is a mamacita. Oh, wait, he does have Rhea Ripley. Oh, that's right, he's his mommy. I forgot. Okay, there you go. So we'll move on from there. All right, so we'll get that. And we'll move on from there. All right, we'll move on. Vince McMahon used to insult and punish Bray Wyatt in the WWE. No wonder he got released. Fuck you, Vince. Fuck you for doing that shit to him. Releasing him was the worst thing that Vince McMahon did, besides other things he's done with the women and the $21 million shit. But we'll move on. The Good Brothers, Gallows and Anderson, too sweet me for the love of God. The OC, two-thirds of the OC. The Good Brothers signed a big money deal for the WWE return. So they finished off their contract with Impact. That's why they dropped the belts, the Briscoes. Then they had a verbal agreement with Mr. Obari and New Japan. That's why they went back to Japan. Carl Anderson is now still the never openweight champion. So I don't know what's going to happen with that. They do have appearances lined up all the way to January. So maybe they'll be at Wrestle Kingdom, but but it's a verbal agreement, so they can just get out of that at any time. So you just say, "Hey, Mr. Omari, we're going to work for Vince McMahon now." Mr. Omari's like, "Okay, do we have sushi too?" No, whatever. But we'll see what happens with that. And, WWE sees a big match for Braun Strowman, and that's the feud with the big black diesel himself, Omos, that I'm not looking forward to at Crown Fool 4. And we got that. All Ego Ethan Page opens up about AEW's in-ring safety protocol. So that, what basically he's talking about is that they have certain standards and little rules and protocol that somebody gets hurt, the match is over, which I think is great. You know, you always want to make your opponent safe. You don't want to hurt your opponent, whether you hate them or not. But you know, injuries do happen, whether it be by on purpose or by accident. But AEW is making it a kind of a rule that we have to be safe in the ring, and if somebody actually gets really hurt, stop the match. Don't let them finish the match and get more hurt than they already were. Like we saw with Punk. Punk finished. Punk finished. When Punk got hurt, he dropped the belt right away. Not once, but twice. With his foot injury, I felt it still would work. And then he came back. He won the belt at All Out, and then he tore his pec muscle, and then he had to give up the belt again. They had that stupid tournament with Moxley again. I just thought it was ridiculous. But at least they saw the injury, they took care of it. They said, "Punk, go bye-bye." They're doing the same thing with Adam Cole right now. We don't know if or when Adam Cole's ever coming back. But it is what it is, and that's pretty much it. I don't know why I'm so freaking hot right now. Damn. Not that hot. I don't have the heat on, I don't think. Maybe it is on. I'll check it later. But anyway, we got that. All right. I guess we got breaking news. We got a comment in the chat from my good buddy Prince Idol, who gives me all the breaking news first. He says, breaking news, Triple A Wrestling had a great show tonight. Triple A Wrestling. Oh, yeah, that was Triple Mania tonight, right? Triple Mania was tonight? I didn't watch it, obviously, but, I know the Demon Diva Issa, my Puerto Rican princess, was working in Puerto Rico because they had a Lucha Libre type show tonight as well down in Puerto Rico. So yeah. So the Triple Mania was tonight. As a bitch says, yes sir. Yeet. Oh, sorry. I should say that. That was kind of corny. That was funny with Matt Riddle and Sammy going like, "Hey, you can't say that." Yeet, 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 yeet. Yeet. Yay. Not Kanye. Or now he's known as Yay. Big douche he is anyway. But we got that. And we move on. But yeah, Triple A, Triple Mania tonight. Prince says it was a good show. That's it. All right, we move on. Back to some more news. We're just going to go through the front page and the first page of the news, and then we're getting out of here because I have a humongous headache right now. And I'm hot. I actually got to take a sip. Give me a second. We're going to take a little soda break. And as always, our sponsor for our videos once in a while is good old-fashioned Pepsi. And as always, ladies and gentlemen, when you drink Pepsi, guys, you make the girls go, "Oh, shit!" And that's pretty much it. So we got that. So here's to you guys. I should really drink water now, but not Pepsi. But it is what it is. So we got that, and we'll move on. So anyway, move on. Paige Van Zandt claims she's begging Tony Khan for an AEW in-ring return. Begging, right? Is that what you call it now? That's what we're calling it now there, Paige Van Zandt? You're begging? Tony Khan, please make me come back. I'll suck your cock. You're married. You're married to a douchebag. You can do a whole lot better than that guy. Just saying. So, but yeah. Anybody want to see Paige Van Zandt and come back to the AEW? No. Just do your stupid OnlyFans page. Stop. Move on. All right. Jim Cornette, our good friend Cornette. Jim Cornette roasts silliness and preposterousness, that's an SAT word, of Bray Wyatt's Firefly Funhouse. So as always, Cornette opens his mouth, inserts foot, says ridiculous fucking shit. So he thinks that the Firefly Funhouse segments were silly and preposterous. Well, maybe that one segment where Bray was doing the Muscle Man thing. They were doing the gym shit. I was like, what is this? So yeah, I give Cornette like a half a point for that. But other than that, I like the Firefly Funhouse segments. Every week, like Ramblin' Rabbit was dying. That was fun. And then like you see like Mercy and Husky like posting up a storm. Wowie! They're not gonna bring that back out, obviously, unless they do it's a real life. They're gonna do a real life version of the Firefly Funhouse, I guess. But it is what it is. So the Jim Cornette, fuck you, man. So, all right, Bret Hart calls Jerry the King Lawler the greatest villain ever. Well, for the early 90s during that feud he had with Jerry Lawler. But greatest villain of all time, you got some company there, dude. Ric Flair, I think is probably one of the greatest villains ever. Terry Funk in a way, Cactus Jack, Mick Foley, Undertaker. Oh, excuse me, 1 second. Sorry. The dehydration's making me want to puke. And we get that. All right, Prince Idol says, if anyone says Sesame Daddy and the prophecy, I promise you I will find you and I will assassinate you. You better not say Sesame Daddy, I will fuck you up. Okay, there you go. What are you, Mark Sterling? All of a sudden, Prince? You're gonna sue somebody for saying Sesame Daddy? Oh, I said it. Oh well. But it is what it is, and I'm not putting my chip. All right, I'm gonna be back for a second. I gotta take a quick break. I'll be right back, guys. Right back. Gonna run to the bathroom. I'll be right back. Before we left, Idol says, Daddy and the prophecy, I promise you I will find you and I will assassinate you. You say Daddy, I will fuck you up. Pretty much. All right. Yeah, I lagged because I stepped out. That's why. So you get the edit when you watch the replay. Anyway, just end the show. End the show. We'll have more breaking news for you on Monday or tomorrow. Just end the show tonight, bro. It's lagging too much. Okay, I apologize. Like I said, I had to run to the bathroom, so I stopped. So you get the lag when you're watching it live. You get the lag because I paused. I paused. So, but we're back. So, but yeah, more breaking news tomorrow. But I won't be. I'm not going to be even live tomorrow. I got other things to do tomorrow, so I'm going to take the day off tomorrow. So I'll probably be back Monday. Which wherever we got Monday, and then your Monday Night Raw review for this Monday, and then Tuesday night we're gonna do one big, humongous, huge AEW NXT review, and then that'll probably be it for the rest of the week, Wednesday and Thursday. Unless something really big comes up Wednesday and Thursday, I'll probably take off those 2 days. I might go live, unless I'm bored. I might go live just to talk. But let's see. I might just, like I said, I might just take those 2 days off to rest. And then next Friday night, your SmackDown Rampage review. Also, I will be doing actually Thursday. Thursday, I will be doing episode 38 of the Shadow Slayer, my Halloween Havoc predictions for NXT. Then, like I said, Friday night, we got SmackDown and Rampage. And then, hopefully, next Saturday night, on the Peter fucking Gilmore channel, your Halloween Havoc review. But that could change either next Saturday night or next Sunday. Depending how I feel. Right now, I feel like shit. But, sorry. My throat's hurting. Because I had to really rush to the bathroom because the mushroom barley soup was coming up, and you didn't want to see me puke on air. That's why I paused for a little bit because I was about to puke. He's gonna puke, but not on air. No, you don't want to see that. I don't want to be a Kyle Bruschetto, if you remember him from back in the day when he actually puked on video and broke his laptop. But if I puke, I really won't break anything. I'll just get puke all over the keyboard in my desk. And it'll just be really embarrassing. But we'll move on from there. Alright, so we're going to end off the show in just a little with a couple more stories, and then we're out of here because it's 2:30 in the morning. And I got a headache, so I want to take an aspirin. And then really go to bed after that. I'm not going to edit. I'm just going to go straight to bed. And then hopefully I feel better in the morning to watch some football and then go out. Do my chores and some other stuff too. Have dinner with the folks. And the missus, of course. And move on. All right. WWE makes long-term decision regarding Omos and MVP. So, basically, Omos and MVP will be stuck together for a while, going into their feud with Braun Strowman. And that's pretty much it. Move on. All right. Ronda Rousey, the Hot Rod, the new SmackDown Women's Champion. Well, she wants WWE to rename their women's titles. No, they're not going to go back to the Divas title. Basically, she said on her YouTube channel that she doesn't want to even say Women's Champion. She just wants to be, I guess they want it just to be called just the Women's Champion. Something like that. Something really retarded, she said. Okay. Or as Cardi B would say, okay. Speaking of Cardi B, Megan Thee Stallion was on was the host and musical act tonight on SNL. No, Cardi B was not there. They were not going to sing WAP, especially on SNL. Though I think we'll get ratings because SNL has just been ridiculously bad over the last couple of years, even with the new characters they have. It's just ridiculous. Not like SNL back in the day with like Jim Belushi and Eddie Murphy and Dana Carvey and Mike Myers. Wayne's World, party time, excellent. Party on Wayne, party on Garth. All right, swing. Get you. What is it? All right. Alright, where's mine? I can see myself, but... Oh, there we go. Stop that. Alright, had a little technical difficulty there, because, Alright, we're back. Alright, we'll move on. Alright, Zelina Vega, who is now back. She's replacing Elektra Lopez in Legado del Fantasma. So there's a story about why she is now in Legado del Fantasma. And according to Ringside News, the reason why is because they wanted somebody to wrestle B-Fab. And we all know Elektra Lopez is not that great in the ring. B-Fab the same way, but, you know, at least, excuse me. At least with Zelina Vega, they'll kind of have a good match. But as we saw on Friday night, they got involved. They had a cat fight, which is probably going to lead to a one-on-one match between Zelina Vega and B-Fab, and B-Fab's going to get the fucking shit beat out of her. Sorry, Prince. I know you're good friends with B-Fab, but she's facing a Queen Zelina. Unless she's not even Queen Zelina anymore, she's just Zelina Vega. But she'll always be a queen in our hearts. And on top of Tommy End's dick. How do you get with her there, Tommy? You lucky fucking bastard. Well, you know, Tommy End got one hot piece of ash. Just saying. But in reality, it should have been me. But I digress. I already got my own hot piece of ash in Rosa. She looks like Shrek. Well, fuck you. You're... Fuck. Shrek. Yeah, at least she looks better than your mom. But I digress. Anyway, we move on. Alright, got a story about X-Pac. X-Pac! Sean Waltman has his eye on wrestling Pete fucking Dunne. Or, as we all know him as, Butch. So yeah. So that, I don't think that'd be a great match, Sean Waltman and Pete fucking Dunne. But, 50-year-old freaking X-Pac going against 20-something-year-old Butch. I'll get that. No problem. Bailey, don't give me a hug. Wants Roxy following her SmackDown debut. Which Bailey beat Roxy in her debut. Doing that 6-woman tag team match with her, Io, and Dakota Kai against Roxy, Raquel Rodriguez, and Shotzi. And Bailey got all pissy because Roxy didn't even think about picking her to face Corey Jade on Tuesday night. And Corey Jade will be on Raw this Monday night. And I can only imagine who she's going to pick. I mean, she's on Raquel Rodriguez, and Roxy, who's she going to face? Probably one heel, which probably will be Bailey. He might make a return to NXT just to face Roxy in a one-on-one match. And I think I would think that Roxy will get the win, because why would they? I still don't understand, why would you have Roxy lose on SmackDown? Kind of makes her look bad going into that pick your poison match on Tuesday. But see what happens. All right, the Great Muta, the legend himself, is going to be retiring. The Great Muta says Gates of the Demon World led to his AEW appearance on Rampage when he saved Sting from that big beatdown. I forgot who was beating up. I think it was who was it? I think it was the Jericho Appreciation. No, was it the Jericho Appreciation Society that beat him up? I forget. But yeah, Muta made a surprise appearance at Grand Slam and saved his arch nemesis Sting. And that's pretty much it. So yeah, so so Muda says the gates of the demon world led to him making that appearance. I didn't even know there was a gate to the demon world. Shows you how much I know about the shadows. Maybe I have to talk to my demon bride, Rosemary, later on about the gates of the demon world. We know the shadow realm, but I never saw the gates of the demon world. Is that somewhere else in the shadow realm? Is that like when you go through the gates of the demon world into the shadow realm, which leads to the 669th level of hell? It is what it is. That's what all the trolls are going to be going through the gates of the demon world, through the shadow realm, and then right into the 669th level of hell, which is even worse than the 666th level of hell. There's levels of hell that are just, you don't want to go there. But it is what it is. But where these trolls are going, they're going really to the depths of hell. Not even the depths, a really bad part of hell. With their fake accounts and, thinking it all bad, big and bad, and make a new account, put up the same fucking videos they had on their old channel. And you're like, I won, you didn't beat me. I don't care. I don't care any fucking accounts that you want to take them out. Obviously, you'll take them out every fucking time. Until you get through your fucking thick, fucking no-brain skull that you can't beat the prophecy. As hard as you can. You can't beat us. We're like horror villains. You'll try to kill us, but we'll always come right back. It is what it is. You people need fucking lives. Get away from the internet, get off YouTube, and get out of our fucking lives already. Get some fucking pussy already. But some of you will probably never get pussy with the way that you're is. That's why you have to chew your blue chew. But I digress. Alright. We got a story about Eli Drake. And that's not an insult, that's a fact of life. Or his alter ego, Knight, has been hailed by WWE for being a physical specimen. He's a national treasure. Alright, we got that. WWE used gimmick matches to punish the female talent. That's where we saw like bra and panties matches, mud bowl matches, just ridiculous pillow fight matches, lingerie pillow fight matches back in the Attitude Era, which were actually good. That wasn't really punishing the talent. Just making them really, do things they didn't want to do. But that is what it is. Okay. Alright, and our final story of the night, because I'm about to really pass out. Anyway. MJF and Baron Snorbin Corbin have a mutual respect for each other. Really now? Why would MJF respect a guy that really had a shit gimmick in that Happy Corbin gimmick? That was shit. And if Baron Corbin does come back, whenever that might be, I really hope he grows his hair back out, comes back with that epic theme he had at NXT, and comes back as a lone wolf Baron Corbin. Or maybe as broke-ass Corbin again. But it is what it is. But yeah, so I guess MJF kind of respects his character, or just him as a person. I don't know. And I don't care. And that's all I gotta say about that. Alright, everybody, that's it for now. Thank you all for watching. Thank you to Prince Idol, my good friend. Thank you to Prince Idol. I'm not gonna do my thank yous because I'm about to freaking pass out and probably puke 600,000 more times. But yeah, so I'm gonna my head is spinning, so I'm gonna hopefully take a migraine pill, take an Excedrin number 669, and then probably just try to go to bed. It's 2:42 in the morning, so hopefully I can get some sleep, and I just sleep the rest of the night and maybe get up about 10, maybe 11 o'clock in the morning, maybe 12, how I feel. And then hopefully, watch some football. And then if I feel good enough, I'll go out with the missus for dinner. And we'll see what happens with that. If not, I'll probably just stay home and sleep all the rest of the day. But after football, we're after 9 off at 4 o'clock. Prince, I suppose it was great. And that's pretty much it. So thank you all for watching. To everybody who watched, thank you for watching. Even you stupid trolls, especially you know who. And all the other members of that goof troop. Thank you for the free views, assholes. And that's pretty much it for that. So, I'm Peter Gilmore, signing off. Peace out, rock on, and rock hard with your cookoot. Hope you have a great rest of your weekend. Have a great Sunday. Be safe. Watch some football. Watch some baseball. Hopefully the Yankees lose tomorrow. But we'll see what happens. And all I got to say about that. All right. So thank you all for watching. I'm Peter Gilmore signing off. I bid you adieu. I haven't said that in a while, but I bid you adieu. And that's pretty much it. So I'm out. Thanks for watching. I'm Peter Gilmore signing off. Peace out. Rock on and rock hard, like I said. And if you're not down with that, well, besides the 3 words I do have for you, I got 3 other words for you. Oh, scissor me, daddy. And that's it. And if you're not down with that, me and Prince Idol, we got 3 motherfucking words for you fucking bitches. Fuck you, man. And that's pretty much it. Go to bed, motherfuckers, and I'll see you motherfuckers, you know when. You want to know when? Ask me when. When, Peter? When am I going to see you again? When? I'll see you when. Next time. Peace, bitches. On. And rock hard with your cookout. But don't splash on me. You faggots. Next time. Peter Gilmore signing off. Peace. Ha!